Hi everybody, Elin here. Today I come to you guys with a book review, and I thought it would be suiting for me to do a review about Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll, because as you may know, I have read this book 4 times now, and this is actually the 4th edition I read it from, because for some reason I read a new edition every time I read it. But now more to what I think about this book and why I like it so much. First of all, beautiful edition. There's so many editions out there of Alice in Wonderland because it's such a popular children's classic, and this one is actually illustrated by Anna Bond, and it's from Puffin Books or something like that, I think it's called. And this is really beautiful illustrations, so it's definitely fun to read this edition of it. Yeah, so here's the tea party. And I mean, there's so many editions of Alice in Wonderland, and I think this one is absolutely gorgeous, like all the others I have. But more to the story itself then. I think this is a very fun and whimsical kind of read, and it's really funny. And I mean, I love the fact that Alice, she's quite young and she doesn't really know what's happening to her at first. I mean, she just follows this little white rabbit down a hole and she ends up in Wonderland, and she notices that the world isn't really like the world she comes from, because if she eats a little bit of biscuit, there's biscuits and things to drink that makes you either smaller or bigger, and she has a little bit of a hard time to figure out what does what and why it happens and so on. And we do get to meet, together with Alice, a lot of different animals that all have their specific part in the book. And yeah, this is sort of, it's Alice's adventures really. She's just trying to figure out how she ended up there and who all of these people and animals are, because everybody can talk. And yeah, she meets a lot of weird animals and people, to say the least. And I think it's so funny, and it's a really beautiful story. It's beautifully written, and it's really quick read as well. And it's definitely a story that survives being read several times. Like I said, I've read it 4 times, and I just feel like it grows on you even more for every time you read it. And yeah, it's just beautiful, and I have so many scenes in this book that I love so much. And we have like different poems almost that Lewis Carroll's written, that shows up in different situations in the book, and they're always really funny. And Alice doesn't really remember the way they're supposed to go, so she says them wrong, and there's like songs and everything, and they all just wrap up real nicely to a really fun and beautiful story. And this is definitely my favorite children's classics. I have read a couple of now, and this is definitely my favorite. And the one thing I really like about this book is the fact that it's always happening. Something is always happening, and when you read the book for the first time, it's so hard to predict what the hell is going to happen, because there's so weird and whimsical things that happens. I mean, Alice grows really large, gets stuck in a house, and a little lizard called Bill tries to crawl down the chimney and figure out what the hell is going on, and she kicks him out, and then the other animal says, "Oh, there goes Bill," and that just gets me laughing. I mean, here comes Bill. It's just really funny and hard to predict, like I said. And you will meet, of course, Queen of Hearts and the Cheshire Cat, and the characters are all so different. I mean, they're their own personas really, and they're really eccentric, all of them, I suppose, and they really bring something to this story. And I really feel like you couldn't remove any specific character, because then there would be a totally different story. And it's just so fun to read. And I mean, the tea party is always a fun one, with the hair, with the March Hare and the Mad Hatter, and all of the weird, like why is a raven like a writing desk, kind of questions. The fact that they like switch seats when they want a new cup, and Alice get a really gross and dirty one with milk all over. So yeah, I definitely think that this is the perfect read for you who like children's books, classics, all wrapped into one, and a book with a really quick pace. That's just cover a lot of points really, and a book that you can reread a lot of times, and yeah, beautiful illustrations also, because there's so many different editions of this book, and a lot of them have different illustrators, and they're all so freaking gorgeous. And yeah, I definitely think that this is a book that everybody should read. And I'm not just saying that because I really love it and I have read it 4 times myself. I'm just saying that because I feel like you can really learn a lot of things from this book. And yeah, I don't want to spoil anything or like that, but I just feel like you as a reader, really, you get to evolve and learn new things along with Alice. And when she's falling down a rabbit hole, she's babbling about a lot of different things, a lot of different facts and everything, and she doesn't really remember what's what and what everything means and everything. And I feel like it's like the perfect book, especially for children, because they learn so much. But I feel so inspired by reading Alice somehow, and I love it because it's a beautiful story. The first time I read this book, I actually gave it 4 stars, but the more times I've read it, I've actually started to like it even more, and it really started to grow on me. So from the second time I read it, I've actually given this book 5 stars, and I definitely think it's a good read. And as you may have understood, I'll probably continue reading Alice and a lot of different editions, because I think it's so fun to see how different people have interpreted the story and how they choose to illustrate it and everything, and I feel it's so much fun. And yeah, that's pretty much all the things I had to say about this book. Like I said, I give it 5 out of 5 stars, and yeah, I hope you like this review. And as usual, all of my reviews will be on my blog, which is in Swedish, but you can translate it and you can read it anyways. If you watch my wrap-ups and you see a book that you'd like me to review on BookTube, then just leave me a comment down below and I'll try to do that. And yeah, this was all I had for this time, but I hope you liked this video, and if you did, I hope you want to give me a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel, which you can do by clicking the button down below. And yeah, I hope we see each other next time. Bye!